Now, I've used this illustration before with some of you, for those who haven't seen it. I have a son who's in med school, so what does he need all the time? Money, yeah. Which I don't have. I can pay for his bachelor's degree. This is on him. But if I was to meet with David, he would probably text with me back and forth to make a meeting. So let's say I wanted to meet him next week to give him $5,000 at the Starbucks. Now, if I was here in Canada, I wouldn't be meeting him at Starbucks. I'd be meeting him where? Tim Hortons. Exactly. Do you know what our goal is? Susie, we have a goal, Susie and I, and our goal is to go get 3 iced caps from Tim Hortons before we go home tomorrow morning. That's the idea. So when we leave here, we sign a few books, we are going right to where? Tim Hortons. That's where we're going. So 3 iced caps before we go home. Because we don't have any at Tim Hortons back in California. So I text David, and I text him with this message. And unfortunately, because auto completing of the iPhone, you know how this works, right? You start typing one thing, it auto completes it for you, and my message to him is slightly confused. I don't have the amount right, I don't have the location right, but I do have Main Street next Wednesday at 4 p.m., right? Right? So he's got some confusion. So I re-text him a little more detail, trying to get it right. Now I've got the money right, but I've got the next weakness. I've got the day wrong. Right? Does that make sense? So I'm a perfectionist. I text him again. And now I get another piece wrong. See the problem? Now, even if I stopped right here, if I didn't go any further, where do you think my son David's going to be next Wednesday at 5 o'clock? Starbucks on Main Street. Why? $5,000. Just 3 copies, and he's able to remove the error. Why? Because he can compare each copy. Do you see how that works? Now, I'm a perfectionist, so I'll go a little further. Give him one more text. One more text. Trust me, after 5 texts, he's got it. Enough already. I get it. I'll see you next week at 5 o'clock on Wednesday. He doesn't want his old man texting him constantly, okay? He wants his girlfriend to be texting him constantly. So, this is what it comes down to. 5 copies. And by the way, does he have certainty about my original message? Yes. Are any of these copies error-free? No. Now, imagine if I was really crazy and the 5 I texted him weren't quite enough, right? I want to make sure he gets it. Okay? I think he can do the process to figure out what the artifacts are, to remove them so he has the evidence of my original meaning. And this is the beautiful dilemma we have as Christians, because we have this kind of depth of manuscript to compare one to the other. That's the beauty of where we are. If you look at the number of manuscripts that we have compared to the number of manuscripts of the nearest runner in the secular or in non-Christian literature or ancient literature, there is no comparison. We have the number of copies needed to get this job done.